Hey, listen, I want to talk to you guys about understanding that a fish fry does not substitute life insurance. So you'll see here, I had an old classmate, I don't know the guy, but my school alumni is showing that they're having a fish fry to help supplement the cost of funeral expenses for this guy who passed away. So what I want people to understand is that that is not a substitute for having a viable financial plan should someone in your family pass away. The last thing you want to do is to be kind of begging people for a fish fry, if anything, to be able to bury a loved one. So what are the three things that you should focus on so that you don't find yourself in this situation? Well, number one thing is to have an emergency fund. Have an emergency fund that could take the ease and the expenses of something like untimely death or just any emergency around the house. You need to just have an emergency expense. The second thing I'm going to recommend, which I would recommend is kind of first, is to have adequate life insurance. Listen, life insurance can be leveraged in so many different ways. It's not just the death benefit that you can benefit from, but it's called life insurance for a reason because you're able to leverage it to benefit and grow wealth during your lifetime. So those are two things you really want to do. And the third thing is what's called create a sinking fund. A sinking fund is a fund that is specifically for something like that, an untimely death, where you can have money set aside for expenses, crematory expenses, or any other thing that's going to be related to the transitioning of a person, and being able to make sure that your household or family is able to run effectively should you lose a person. So listen, let's get out of that habit or familiarity of having fish fries and different things to raise capital to be able to show dignity to a person that's passed on. I don't want to make light of this situation, but it's something seriously that we have to take a look at, particularly in the African American community. We got to get away from cash apps and GoFundMe and all these kind of things to take care of expenses like this that should be planned ahead of time. Listen, in our family unit, once a baby hit the ground, they have a life insurance policy. You pay into a life insurance policy when a kid is so young. The monthly premium is like super low. We're talking like $7.50. So you'll typically buy into that policy after about 7 years. So by the time the kid is 7 years old, they're locked in at that particular price point for life. Now you can stop paying into it after the 7 or 8 years, but why not keep paying into it to continue building wealth? Again, this is what wealthy people do. We leverage insurance policies to build future wealth. So now your kid is 18, 25 years old, and they've been